Hey guys, it's Orange Titan back with another, action figure video. This time it's, that time of year again. This is one of my favorite videos to do every year. This is my top 10 Marvel Legends of 2025. Now, these are runner-ups. These are going to be my honorable mention. These are 10 figures that have either been on the list or were on the list or whatever, that almost made it onto the final top 10 of this year, but didn't make it because either some figures I liked a little bit more, or there's just some things I liked about these figures, but I feel like, there just wasn't enough for it to squeeze right in. Not in any typical order, but we have like the Maximum Series Hulk. We have the Dark Avengers 6-Armed Spider-Man, which honestly, he was almost number 10. He barely just got beat out. I liked him a lot, but I just feel like there's another figure. Black Bolt was another great update. I'm glad we got him, but unfortunately, I just kind of wish for his accessories he came with like more effects, but overall, he was a great figure. This is another figure that almost made it on the top 10. Psylocke from the 2-pack, really great. The Captain America was a great one. The Venom was great. I've been asking for blue Venom. I mean, the only thing that bummed me out about it was the lack of accessories, plus him being, still having pen legs, wasn't the greatest thing. The Maximum Series Hulk, like I said, was really good. Just feel like there's other better figures. Spider-Man 2099, I just did a review on this guy. I've been messing with him. He just squeaked in a little bit, but he didn't make it on the top 10. Like I said, I wanted more accessories. Nick Fury, another great figure. Honestly, a fun figure, but yeah. And then Daredevil, Born Again, and Punisher. These are the only two MCU figures that really impressed me. I bought some other MCU figures, but these are the ones that really impressed me. They almost made it into my top 10, but they did not. But anyways, let's get into the final top 10, starting with number 10. Starting off at number 10 is the Marvel vs. Capcom Wolverine. Now, this is an excellent figure. I thought they did really well. You might say, wow, this one's pretty low. I've seen a lot of people put this one up higher. I will say this is probably the best, in my opinion, the best Wolverine, Tiger Stripe Wolverine that we've got. I know some people did complain about when it first came out, saying that he's a little too tall, a little too big. But honestly, it's just how he looked in the game, and I think they did such a great job. I would love them to do this body again, but like to do the brown suit, that would be like a dream. I don't know if they'll do it. Hopefully they will. They'll reuse his body. But I really love this Wolverine. This is a great figure. And honestly, the Gamerverse series this year was one of the best. Surprisingly, not a lot of one on my top 10, even though I had a lot of them. But I bought like all of them. But this Wolverine was one of the best offerings of those packs. So yeah, at number 10, Wolverine vs. Samurai Gamer Series Wolverine. At number 9, we have another Gamer Series. It is Punisher. It is the white boots blue Punisher. I was so excited when this pack got announced with the Nick Fury. And it barely beats the Wolverine for me. I've been wanting a blue suit Punisher, and I finally got, honestly, this year I got a lot of figures I've been asking for a long time come true. So yeah, this guy is just amazing. I've had so much fun taking photos and posing him around. Another great series, another great pack, honestly. The Nick Fury is also really good too. But yeah, this one just beat out Wolverine just by a little bit. But yeah, at number 9, we got the Gamerverse series Punisher. At number 8, we have the mini comic book series Vigilante Daredevil. In my opinion, I think this was the best one out of all the mini comic book waves. I think this is a really nice guy. I like the outfit that they did. I love that besides using it as, you know, Daredevil, of course, you could pop off the head and use it as a civilian, different characters. This is really good body. Not the most articulated for Daredevil, but it's an awesome figure. They even add like a little string to his little stick, which is awesome. And honestly, it's just really good. Would have been cool to get a screaming vigilante head, but overall, I really do like this figure. And honestly, at number 8, I think it's a good figure to have. At number 7, we have the Inhumans Triton. This is an awesome figure. The details on him, the different heads, the purple, just everything about this figure is really cool. And I just thought he looked really neat. And I have been messing with this guy. I got this guy maybe a good month ago, maybe 2 months ago, and he's just been a really fun figure to mess with and play with. I never did a review on him, but like honestly, these are really one of my favorite, one of the coolest Inhumans, honestly. I just like the way the Hasbro did them. It would have been nice if he had like more articulation, but overall, what he does have, he's really nice. I think what shines for this guy is honestly, it's the scales and the details of the sculpting. I just think he looks really nice. And honestly, he's a good figure. So like at number 7, Triton. At number 6, we have another Inhumans. And honestly, Medusa is just amazing. She's on that new female buck, which is awesome. They did different things with this figure where you can, instead of taking off her, whole head, she can change faceplates, which moving forward, I don't mind Hasbro doing that. And I think she's just, honestly, what it is with this figure is it's more of the sculpt and the dynamics of how she looks. Sure, you're not going to be able to pose her as well because this hair is falling. You can pose the hair a little bit. I mean, she's going to shine on your shelf by just looking amazing. I think she was the best female figure of this year. I liked her a lot, and I think she deserves to be on my top 10 because I really liked her. So at number 6, we have Medusa from the Inhumans. At number 5, we have the Maximum Series Deadpool and Dupe. They came together. It's an accessory, so I'm going to count Dupe with them. But Maximum Series Deadpool has been an amazing figure. One of the better, I think one of the better Maximum Series of this year. I've had so much fun with this guy. I didn't think I'd like him as much, but when I got him with all the accessories, and the articulation and everything, this guy was just really fun. I mean, I had the 2-pack with Comic-Con with Bob and Deadpool, and I thought I would not need another Deadpool, but I was wrong. I think this is the best Deadpool that they've done up to date. I love the updated look. I like the modern look. It's a really fun figure. It's been a fun figure. I've not put down. Sometimes I'll go back to it and mess with it. And even with Dupe, I think Dupe is an awesome, cool little accessory. Probably one of the best accessories that came out this year. But yeah, I've had so much fun with this Deadpool. And at number 5 is the Maximum Series Deadpool. At number 4, we have another Inhumans. I know it's crazy. I've had a lot of Inhumans on this list, except for Black Bolt. But Gorgon is an amazing figure. This guy actually impressed me. I think this was my favorite Inhuman that came out. To his little weapon, to the way he looks, the details, how big he is. And honestly, you would think you would get this guy like, by himself, being $50 by himself for how big he is, or be a Build-A-Figure. But no, he came in that 2-pack with Medusa, and I think he was the better figure in that pack, in my opinion. But I just like the details and the look of this guy, and I just think he's been really neat, really cool. And yeah, he's just an awesome figure, and I enjoyed this guy a lot. So at number 4 is Gorgon. At number 3, we have the Shuma-Gorath from the Gamerverse series. Either call him Shuma-Gorath, or you can call him Gargantos, whatever you want to call him. This is a figure I've been asking for a long time, and I think Marvel Legends really hit it out of the park. I didn't think they'd make him this big, but I'm glad they did. The best thing about this figure is honestly and the eye, just the eye alone is amazing, the way you can move it around. The tentacles are really cool. This has been a one figure that I've liked a lot, and it's a figure that I'm just so happy I have it. It just brings so much joy into my heart. I love messing with this guy a lot. He's just so amazing, so cool. And I'm finally glad that Marvel Legends finally gave us this. I would honestly buy another one. I would love them to do the purple variant. I think that would be really cool if they did that. I would for sure buy it. I don't know if they'll do it, but that would be cool. But at number 3, we have Shuma-Gorath. At number 2, we have the Magic of the Gathering Battle Damage Ravage Spider-Man. Now, a lot of people are I haven't really seen anyone put this guy on their list. I've seen a lot of people not like this figure. I've seen a lot of people say it's an okay figure. People are probably going to be shocked that he is my number 2. The only thing I can say about this figure is I go back and forth with this figure. This is probably the most, besides this one and my number 1, I play with this figure all the time. I take this guy with me a lot. I do a lot of photos with this guy. I have so much fun. I got a custom head for it, so I even, with that, even made it more fun. And I love playing with this guy. I know people were having problems with the legs where they snap off really easily. Mine do have that problem where like it feels like I could snap it, but overall it's a fun figure. One of my favorite Spider-Man figures of this year. Just a great figure. Love having fun with it. And I just think the way it looks, I think people were way too hard on this figure. I get it was a little expensive because of the card, but overall I think it's a good figure, and I'm glad it's my number 2. Almost made number 1, but now on to my number 1. And at number 1, we have the Maximum Series Spider-Man. If you know me, and if you've been watching my videos, for the longest time, I've been showing this figure off throughout different videos. I even bought a cool custom head for it. This is the head it came with. I will show off the head that I bought for it. I bought a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 head, which honestly just makes the figure a lot better in my opinion. I mean, the heads it does come with are amazing, but like this just elevates it even more. But I've been saying since I first got this figure, even when it first got announced, I literally told myself that this was going to be figure of the year. I think this is the best Spider-Man figure, 6-inch Spider-Man that's out there. People like to say the Mayfex one is really good, or the Mezco one, or SH Figure Arts, and you're not wrong. The Mayfex one and all those are really good, but I never really cared for, like, I guess the body type of the Mayfex one. When they made this one, I was just so excited. And like I said, the accessories alone, and I know a lot of people were not into this figure because of how expensive it was. I didn't mind it. It came with a lot of good accessories. I was happy with it. I mean, I love these web effects alone. I know the Peter Parker hair wasn't perfect, but honestly, this has been a great figure. I'm really happy with it. And honestly, I don't need to buy another one. I mean, I'm going to keep buying Spider-Man, so that's a lie. But this is probably going to be the best Spider-Man in my collection. If I had to get rid of all my Spider-Man figures, even my import stuff or more expensive ones, this is the one I would go with. I love this figure a lot. This is worth every penny, in my opinion. And I hope they do another one. I want them to do a symbiote one. I want them to do a light blue one. I want them to use his body again. So yes, at number 1, this is the one. This is the best figure of 2025 for Marvel Legends. So overall, another great top 10 figures for Marvel Legends. These were my favorite. I'm so glad I got these guys. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do you think my top 10 list was peak, or do you think my top 10 list was an L? Let me know who would be in your top 10. And always, guys, these are my opinions, of course. These are just figures that I enjoyed this year. But let me know. I like to hear what you guys think. And always, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.